Hello, this is Nicholas Tanek from YourKinkyFriends.com, and oh my God, I have the delightful, the wonderful, the magnificent Luna Dark with me.
Delightful, most suffice.
We're gonna have this is a special episode. We're gonna talk about etiquette in FETLIFE and what it's like
to be a woman on Fet.
yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So please, just for the people who don't know, please introduce yourself. Say who you are.
I am Luna Dark, submissive extraordinaire. And I will give you my bow with flourish.
Wonderful.
For those who know me, because that's me.
Wonderful. She's been on a bunch of episodes. She's a legend. Let's
I'm
just
not
put it
a
that
legend.
way. Yes, you are.
I'm just a dear friend.
You are an absolute legend. Okay, so let's talk
my
about
13 followers.
let's talk about FETLIFE. Let's start with the profile. Okay, so someone wants is kinky, has no idea in the kink community of what to do, and the first thing I think is to start a profile.
Yes, and I appreciate. I see a lot, or I hear a lot from people that it's really hard, and I don't know what to write about myself. It is hard. It is hard to kind of put together that little synopsis of who you are, why you're there, but it's necessary.
Mm-hmm.
It is necessary because when somebody looks at your profile, they want to read that. If you don't have a profile, they don't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. You know?
Yeah.
It seems like part of it seems like you're just too damn lazy.
True.
Or that you really don't have an interest in being there.
I met you on FETLIFE.
We did meet on FETLIFE.
Yes. I met my dom on FETLIFE.
Yes. I've met many friend and lover on FETLIFE.
And I think, being personal, not just saying, oh, I'm a submissive or I'm a dom or I'm into this or I'm into that. You know, get personal. There's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I think.
No. I mean, if you're there to interact with the community and be part of the community, whether you're actively seeking a partner or you just want to communicate with like-minded people, make friends, talk, participate. But you're there to interact with the community. So to do that, you need a profile.
Yeah. So for me, I actually wrote about losing Lynn.
Yes.
And the love of cross-dressing and femdom and stuff like that, and my love of movies and my love of books and stuff like that. And Miss Melissa sent me a message, just say, hey, I like your profile. It was more.
I'm sure.
It was more.
A little more in depth.
More in depth than that, yeah. But she was like, I like to put men in panties. So
that's just a dream for you.
So next thing I know, I'm going down there in the park.
I've heard this story. Nothing wrong with a little.
So okay,
But wait, no. So the other part of having a profile, I think, it says something about you. So if I'm looking at a profile and, I don't want to read 3 sentences, I also don't want to read a book.
Yes.
It's a profile. It's a synopsis. So you don't want just, hey, I'm so-and-so, or hey, 23-year-old male dom, hit me up, here's my kick. But you also don't want a big, entire, elaborate life story.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what it's about. So, find the appropriate point to say, okay,
would you say a good 3 paragraphs?
Yeah.
2, 3?
2 or 3. I mean, I think my initial profile was really only 1 paragraph. And I kept it for the longest time. I never touched it because I used to get so many compliments on my profile. I updated it recently, but I kept my original profile because I got so many compliments on it. Mm-hmm. So I just created a new little thing above it, a little blurb, and and indicated I'm keeping my original profile.
Now, one thing about approaching women on
Oh, God.
FetLife. Oh my God.
This is like the main topic here when it comes to etiquette. Etiquette baseline, okay, is just having good manners.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm sure your parents all taught you good manners. So yeah, it befuddles the brain.
It blows my mind.
It really does.
It blows my mind the amount.
You remember me being here New Year's Eve, and you were reading that big long like love letter. Yeah, and you could barely even read it.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so etiquette wise, before we get into the crazy stuff,
yeah,
what would you recommend for especially a male because it seems like males.
Okay, I know where you're going with this, and I'm going to stop you there, and I'm going to preface by saying, there are a lot of really nice guys out there,
of course,
and the women of FetLife are bitchy. They are.
Okay.
The reason being is because the not so nice guys inundate their mailboxes with these horrible, crude, ridiculous, absurd, and offensive, and at times even scary messages. So women just have that tendency to just go and lash out at you. So women of Fet, please try and be a little more considerate of the nice guys out there. Talk to a woman, approach a woman the way you would want somebody to approach your sister, your daughter, your mother. You know, hey, how you doing? I saw your profile. It was really nice. It was very well written. I see we share some common fetishes or kinks. Would you like to take a little time to get to know each other? Would you like to chat? Be polite. There's an appropriate time and appropriate place for the crude comments. For the lovey-dovey, oh, you're so beautiful. That's like my huge pet peeve. That is a huge, huge pet peeve when I get these messages that start off, hello, beautiful, or you are stunning, or you are gorgeous.
What's up, baby?
You can't see my face. Now, I know I have exquisite nipples, but then
you do. I've seen them.
You have the most beautiful nipples I've ever seen, and I will say, thank you, exclamation. But don't tell me I'm beautiful. You can't even see me. You don't even know me. It's just...
Oh
yes,
Also, I would highly recommend anybody out there don't do copy pasta, which is basically just taking a message and just copying it and pasting it and sending it to everybody. If you want to approach a woman,
be genuine.
Yeah, be genuine, especially if you're like a cross-dresser or a submissive male. Oh my God.
And that goes the same for posting too.
No, it goes for everything.
Don't take a post and put it in like 20 different groups. Pick one, and that's where you post.
Yeah.
Because if I see that shit, I'm going to call you out on it.
Yeah. But definitely with the copy pasta, read the profile. It's like, seriously, read the profile. For example, you're at the camera. Oh, I'm sorry. For example, there are certain things you like. You like astrology.
Yeah.
You like.
I don't know if any of that's necessarily
you like Deadpool?
in my profile.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Deadpool?
Well, I'm just saying. Like, come on. Like those are two things. Like if that's in your profile, and I was a man who was approaching you, I would say something.
That doesn't even have to be in my profile, because if you look at some of the groups that I belong to, that's usually a dead giveaway to some of the things that you're involved in. And it's really important, when you start on Fet, that you take the time, not just to build a profile, put some pictures. It doesn't have to be a cock shot. Please. It doesn't have to be a cock shot, man. No. A nice body shot to me is more attractive. A nice ass is more attractive than a penis. I've seen enough penises. You've seen one, you see them.
Or bruises.
Bruises are lovely too.
Bruises, yeah. Bruises.
Restraints are lovely. Something, be creative. But something other than that generic question mark. Add something. Add your list of fetishes, kinks, the things you like. It's really important, because these are the things that people look at. When you send somebody a message, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to look at your profile. They're going to read your profile. They're going to look to see what you're interested in. Oh, does this match what I'm interested in? They're going to look at your pictures. If you don't have any of this, the chances are you're not going to get a response. And join groups. Take time. Get acclimated to the site. join some groups, and don't start PMing women when you've been there for all of 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
And you can tell when you look at somebody's profile if they've been there for all of 5 minutes.
Now you are submissive. So
usually, most of the time, I have my moments.
Not with me.
You're the exception.
You could whack. Oh my God, she's got a mean whip. So
we haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, well, we can do it again.
We might have to.
Melissa's coming home soon. So all right. So as a submissive woman, all the submissive women I know get bombarded with messages, and they're basically just like flat out just barking orders. They're just barking orders saying like, bow down to me, and suck my cock.
Okay, but you know me.
Yeah, okay. I know you.
These men don't know me. They're just reaching out randomly.
Well, I didn't do that.
No, you didn't. But I've gotten those messages, and you know me. I'm a very candid person. I'm a very direct person, and I will dish it right back to you because you may be a dom and I might be a submissive, but you are not my dom and I'm not your submissive, and you don't talk to me that way.
I would like.
Oh, are we gonna go back to this? I have to like redo this whole thing now.
Yeah.
But no, that I do take offense to that. Just because you're a dom doesn't mean that you get to dom me. That's my prerogative. Mm-hmm. That's my choice, not yours. And yeah, I like I get snarky. I don't think I necessarily lash out at people. Sometimes I do. But I do get very snarky with men. I had a guy. I had a response today, and can I tell a funny story?
Yeah, please do.
So I put a post up on FET, which is not something I do often, but I put a post up on FET seeking play partners. Listed what it is my dom and I are looking for, what the intent is, what the criteria is, and I explained in the post. Please respond to me via PM with the header seeking play partners. Now I've gotten quite a few responses.
Okay, how'd that go?
Half of them do not have the proper header, and just about everyone has gotten a response from me now. I haven't even looked at like the ones that did do it right. The ones that did it wrong, it's thank you for your interest. However, you didn't follow the instructions. Kind regards, Mr. And some of these people actually come back and go, well, what instructions? You need instructions. Then you didn't read very well. It's pretty simple. Some of them will come back and argue. Of all the people, now you're talking like half the response, at least 10 responses I've gotten this way with the wrong header. No header. I do this because I want to know who is responding to this post versus people who are just randomly reaching out because my friends or whatever. I would keep stuff organized. And one out of all the ones who responded wrong came back and said,
of how many?
I'd say probably total about 20 responses, and at least half of them didn't have the header. And of those half that didn't have the header, one person came back and went, oh, I forgot. And I'm like, you know what? You get bonus points now because at least you realized what you did wrong, And my response to him was, so riddle me this. If you can't remember something as simple as putting the header in when you respond to me, how am I supposed to trust that you're going to be able to take instruction from my dom who tells you exactly what he wants you to do to me? Mm-hmm. I'm a smart cookie.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they take offense to this when I say, sorry, I'm not interested because you did it wrong. And I'm like, what did I do wrong? Yeah. These are not the droids you're looking for.
So,
what else can I say?
So I would like to have Luna. She's in this book. She wrote the foreword for this book. It's called Your Kinky Friends, and she has an application.
Oh no, I'm not gonna read the application again. We've done this already.
We've done it.
We've done this.
Oh, it's so good though.
Read the book. Buy the book. Read the book. It's in the book. I have to redo the whole thing now anyway because.
Have you changed it?
No, not yet. I haven't had time.
Okay. All right. Fine.
So anyway, but FET, to me, I don't engage in social media. You're on everything under the sun.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, everything.
I do none of that. All I am on is FET.
all she is on.
That's it.
Is
I don't need
that.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and all that other stuff. No.
Okay, so with all of the messages that because I've hung out with you in many places, and you're on your phone, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm on my phone. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Snapchat. I'm whatever, you know. And you're like, oh, I'm on Fet. I'm like, really? Okay. So, what are some of the weirdest messages that you've gotten?
This is by far the best.
All
Now,
right,
usually when I get messages, I don't engage these people, but every now and then it's like a boring Sunday, and it's just like, yeah, let's see where this goes.
oh yeah, totally, yeah.
That's the impish side of me. So this one, this guy actually, I won't say his name, but you can see what his name is.
Okay.
That right there says a lot, right? Okay. So he had sent some love my way with some of my pictures. One of the pictures is me sprawled out in bed. I'm blindfolded. I've got the gag. I've got the earplugs. I got the whole kit and caboodle going. And he says, I want to lay you down for me just like that. And I'm like, you and a great many other men here on FET want that. But just because you want it doesn't mean you get it. This is the snarky Luna, right?
Okay. Good.
His response, my ex-fiance got raped like that.
What?
And then went out with the guy who raped her. So it's important to me I try it on a hot sub like you with experience who can take it. So it will be a fun experience. Are the red flags going off? The alarm bells?
Fuck? Oh my God.
I'm like, so, and I respond. The lack of, okay, because you have to understand, and this will be explained if you can't actually see this. The lack of punctuation makes that statement difficult to understand. Did you rape her? Then go out with her? And you want to relive the experience because it was fun for you? He says, no, wow, you can't read too good. LOL. She got raped and then went out with the person who raped her. So I'm going to see how it's like to, I am not even sure what that's supposed to be. Oh, to throat fuck someone.
Throat fuck someone.
That is TRHOUT.
Is there even an R in there?
There is. TRH. Yeah. I'm like, again, your grammar leaves much to be desired. So you want a submissive, a hot submissive to throat fuck so you can understand what your ex-fiance experienced. Yes, I've had these experiences many times, and yes, it's fun. Yes, you are correct. Sorry, I don't rate perfect for you. No, you don't rate perfect at all.
No,
not even close. Not even mediocre at best, you know. And then he writes, I got a big dick. So it should be fun for you. This is the kind of shit I get on FET. This one was a winner. But and this went on and on and on. And so it ends with, I said, you do realize that FETLIFE is a BDSM site. Yes, this is not a place to come just to hook up and find a quick fun. Yeah. Now, I'm very adamant about that. That's not what I'm about. I'm not about one-night stands. I'm not about a quick hookup. No. And he writes, no shit. No normal girl would be willing to throat fuck. That's why I'm here. And so far, no girl's willing to try, though. And I never raped a girl before, so I don't want to have to rape someone. Oh my fucking God.
What the fuck?
And like I said, like this is like 5 pages. And at this point, I'm just like,
this is insane.
It's like, is this for real? And sadly, though, I think this person is, because if you saw his family, you would understand. This is the.
Let's just say it deals with weed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and this just went on and on until finally I just said, I can't take this anymore. And I stopped. You know, I stopped engaging. So yeah, sometimes I admit it's fun to get a little snarky and engage and just see where these conversations go.
Definitely.
But I will always, and more likely than not, come back and go, listen, your approach sucks. And, you know, maybe the problem isn't, you know, the girl. Maybe it's your approach. So maybe you should take some time to build your profile, some pictures, paint some groups, and I try and educate people because I really think like that's what FET is.
Exactly.
It's a community, and I'm proud to be part of that community. I love the FET community. I have no qualms reporting people.
Oh, we're going to Test Fest. I got tickets.
Oh no, yes. Oh God, I'm going to see Jack. We'll get back to that.
All right, we'll get back to that.
Jack White. I'm sorry, yay. But yeah, this is the kind of stuff that not just myself, a lot of women on fat cat, and that's beyond offensive. You're telling me I should let you fuck my throat so you don't have to go out and rape someone? God,
That's fucked up.
it is so fucked up.
So I got one too. And it's really just someone taking the piss out of me because I do promote myself a lot. I promote myself on FET on groups, as you know, I promote this, you know, and this is an interesting one, which I thought was funny. 22F female brat in the UK, and she just goes tickle fight, and I go tickle fight, and she goes yeah tickle fight. I go, what about a tickle fight? She goes, let's have a tickle fight. I go, you're in the UK, I'm in America. How can we have a tickle fight over the internet? And she goes, tickle fight. I go, okay. And then some time passes. And she goes, hey! All caps. I go, hey. She goes, come on, tickle fight. I go, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. She goes, race war. I go,
well, you gotta love the Brits.
I go, what? Race war? She goes, yeah, race war. She goes, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's what I said. And then more time passes. This is what you do. This is what happens when you put yourself out there.
It does. It really does.
And she goes, hey! I go, don't say it. Please don't say it. This is what I write. She goes, come on, tickle fight. I go, oh no. I go, I gotta go. She goes, no, I'm sorry. She says, gotta go, bye. Then some more time passes. And she goes, hey, tickle fight.
Does she think that's your name?
I go, oh, you're back again? She goes, tickle fight. I go, yeah, I know you're going to say that. Can we not have a tickle fight over the internet? And then she goes, you should grow a mustache.
That's random.
I go, I'm not growing a mustache.
Yeah, no, don't.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
You don't need a pet stash.
And she goes, if you're going to grow a mustache, would it be pencil thin or really bushy? I said, I'm not really a mustache kind of guy. And she goes, would you have it curl up at the ends like a villain?
Yeah, I could see you like a big bushy Sam Elliott, maybe.
I would talk to you.
Yeah.
Like the dude abides. He's out there taking it for everyone. So I go, I'm not growing a mustache. If anything, some days I don't shave and I just let it get scruffy.
Yeah.
And
sure, I've seen you.
And then the girl goes,
tickle fight.
do you know what mustaches and beards do to women sometimes? I go, let me guess. They tickle. And then she goes, tickle fight. I said, I saw that coming a mile away. If you grew a mustache or a beard, you would win a tickle fight. Okay. And she goes, race war. I'm like, race war? You said that last time you contacted me. What's wrong with you? And then she goes, we're going to have a tickle fight. I will contact you. Grow a mustache. Bye-bye.
I have to tell you, this is not nearly as amusing as the one with the Satanists and the lemon bars. Just saying. That was my favorite.
That was good. That was
a really good one.
Yeah. And then she goes, hey! And I go, no. She goes, tickle fight. Yeah, I go, I know you're trying to be funny and I love quirky people, but this takes a weird turn. You start saying tickle fight over and over again, then you start using the phrase race war, and it makes me want to block you. Then she goes, come on, tickle fight. I go, no. She goes, I'm depressed. You won't have a tickle fight with me. I go, well, I'm sorry.
You're a little far away to do that.
She goes, please don't make me sad. Let's have a tickle fight. I go, perhaps you should try talking to a professional if you're depressed. There's no shame in seeking therapy. She goes, you should dye your hair green. I'm not dyeing my hair green. No, blue. You should dye your hair blue. just because you dyed your hair blue doesn't mean I should too. And then she goes, tickle, tickle, tickle. And I go, now you're getting creepy. She goes, come on. I go, come on what? She goes, race war.
But see, the problem is the more you engage these people, the more they just keep. There comes a point where you have to just stop answering altogether.
And I'm like, no, race war. She's like, come on, race war. I was like, when you say race war, think you want me to involve you between the war and races? That's not cool. She goes, come on, when are you going to dye your hair? Why don't you dye your hair? So time passes. We'll go there. She's like, yay, you're growing a mustache and dyeing your hair. That's great. I'm like, no, I'm not growing a mustache and dyeing my hair. And then she goes, yay, race war. I'm like, what's up with you? She goes, you really don't know what I mean. Do you want
to know? It took her this long to figure that out.
Yeah. I was like, at this point, I don't even want to know. She goes, race war, check out this video. And then she goes, so basically she sent me a sketch from The Whitest Kids You Know, which is a comedy show, which is a guy who shows up at his friend's house with a bat and he's like, race war, we're gonna have, and the guy's like, what are you fucking talking about? And she goes, yes, it's a comedy sketch where a guy goes up to his friends and just starts yelling race war.
Okay, see, this is where I would have started shouting about cowbell.
His friend is all confused. It's funny. I see you post about comedy sketches, which I do. I post a lot about comedy sketches, and I thought you would know the sketch, and I do know the sketch. I know the sketch very well. It's very funny. And she goes, in real life, I don't want to race war. I'm not a racist. I think it's absurd and silly satire that could actually be a statement by racial problems in the United States. People are quick to fight and use racism.
I can't even like.
So I'm like, okay.
Be offended by people who make ridiculous comments about us here in the U.S. because we have Donald Trump as president.
Yeah, she goes, I think absurd humor is very interesting in bringing social issues into conversation and making people laugh. So I just thought that was something so fucking crazy. Like I actually had that conversation on FETLIFE that, I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, I really don't know what to say to that either. I'm gonna just chalk it up that she's British because those.
Okay, so we talked about advice. We talked about profiles. We talked about pictures.
And there's another topic that really just can we touch on?
Oh, please, yes, let's do it.
Random friend requests. Now I get it. People think of that like Facebook. It's a kinky Facebook. I've had men come back and go, well,
yes,
it's good, and
I'm guilty of it myself.
And see, your situation's different because you're out there and you're promoting yourself. Again, I'm not, and I clearly state in my profile, please don't send me random friend requests because I'm not going to accept them. And I get them anyway. Not even a message. Not even it's bad enough when somebody sends you a message. And then, by the way, send you a friend request. No, you're not my friend. I don't know you. You look at my profile. You can perv on my pictures all you want, but you're not going to see my face unless you're my friend, or unless you watch this. And it just really irritates me that I'm not one of those people. And it's funny because like Melissa does that. She tends to just accept anybody sends a friend request. She's like, okay, and I God only knows she must have like 1,000 friends on that, but. I'm not
she doesn't
that
give a
person.
shit.
No, I'm not.
But she doesn't
that
talk to
person.
them though.
No, but I'm not that person. I'm very stingy with who I accept as my friends.
So, rule number 1: read the profile.
Absolutely, always read.
Always read the profile. And if they say, if you send a friend request, send a message. I would highly suggest that, and a personalized message of, you read the profile
exactly,
and write a personalized message. Don't just copy some bullshit and send it
And
along.
don't just say, "Hey, want to fuck?"
Yeah. People are not on FETLIFE like.
There's a lot of people on FETLIFE that are not there for that purpose at all.
Yeah, they're there to make friends and hang out and meet new people and stuff
and
like
just
that.
Talk to people in the community.
Yeah, and that's how we met.
That is how we met.
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you too.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to kind of get across?
Like I said, it really just comes down to proper manners and just, be respectful. Be respectful to the person you're reaching out to. If you really want to get to know this person, approach them like you would anybody you might be interested in, or just anyone in general. Just be polite, be respectful, and it takes time. And sadly, there are a lot of people that show up on FET nowadays that are just looking there for the quick hookup. But there's most people there that are hardcore parts of the community, like us. That's not why we're there. But we're still proud to be part of the community. I love the FET community.
Yeah.
I support the FET community. I'm proud of that. Like I said, I have no problems helping to police the community. I have no problems, helping to educate the community, which is what this is.
Definitely. And
manners.
Yeah, manners is a big thing. It's people think. I think the big misconception is people just because it's a sexuality thing.
Yes.
They automatically go into that, and
yes.
They don't.
I agree.
They don't go into into marriage. So like if we were at a party or an event and I did not know you, and
would you walk up to me and go, "How big are boobs? Do you shave?" No, that was the very first message I ever got on FET. I kid you not. How big are your boobs? Do you shave?
That was the first message you got.
First PM I ever got on FET, and I was like,
"Wow, God!"
And look how far I've come.
Oh,
now
God,
I'd be like, very big, a perfect handful. No, I wax. Would you like to see it? Too bad you don't get to. I know I'm a submissive of a different breed.
Oh God! Oh yeah. You have an application.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
I take what I do very seriously.
Yes, and that's why one thing I absolutely adore about you is that you do not only take it very seriously, but
I make it fun.
Yeah.
You just love the fact that I feed on your ass.
That too. I like that.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
She's really.
And that's the funny thing, right?
She's brutal.
I am.
Oh my God!
I am not a dom.
I know.
And anybody out there that sees this, you want to message me, that's fine.
Brutal.
I'm not a dom. Don't try and get me to dom you. I don't do that. But him, yeah, he's the exception to the rule.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You just make it so easy.
She's brutal on me.
But you love it. Somebody has to push your limits. That's what being a submissive is about. It's about having your limits pushed. And
yeah.
I do. I push your limits. I push your limits probably further than they've ever been pushed.
Yeah. And I love every fucking minute of it. All right. We've taken too much time. We've taken much of your time. This is Nicholas Tanek, YourKinkyFriends.com. Check me out on Twitter. Check me out on at Nick Tanek on Instagram. Check me out at Nicholas Tanek. And go to YKF on Facebook. We have a special secret chat group on Discord. So you can just get it through the site. So it's getting late, my friends.
And I'm Luna, and I'm FET.
Yeah, Luna Darke. Luna, Darke. Find her. She's delightful. It's getting late, my friends. My dom is calling me. Remember the final rule: be cool, be kind, keep an open mind,
and don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Take care. Bye.